Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to One Piece, episode 1148. So, yeah, I don't think I have anything new to say about the last episode. I think, the Robin scene and then the last scene when it's revealed that the world is sinking. It's probably my favorite parts of the episode. But yeah, I was skimming through the chapter that is gonna be adapted for this, and I was like, oh, I got to the reveal at the end of it. I was like, oh, okay. And then there's so many characters once again that just it's been a while since we've seen them animated. So yeah, I think I'm doing the right choice by reacting to this one. So let's just not waste any more time and let's get into it. I'm at 1 minute and 40 seconds. 1 minute and 40 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa. What? Whoa. This looks beautiful. But so foreboding. What? Someone with wings? Fell from the sky into the water. The only... Okay. What? I think that might have been anime original. That must have been. I mean, it's Mach down. What can you expect? Oh, Water 7. Right? Oh, Impel down. Oh, that laugh. Ooh, the direction here. A whole meter. Ooh. Oh, I really like that visual. Hmm. Oh, yo. Oh, he's known. He's always known, hasn't he? Well, maybe not always. But, since the story started. And the somewhere higher, gotta be, he must be thinking about Marie Joy. Ooh. We're getting a few moments of Mars being 2D animated. Ooh, this music. I could be misremembering, but I don't remember where we've heard it before. Ooh. The background animation there was nice. Oh, yo. Nice. Alabasta? Yeah. Donjit! Kusan, do you know? Oh, but he will. Ha. He'll still get to say quite a few interesting things. Oh, cool. Nice defense, Chopper. Oh, oh, Robin? Spider net, yeah. Ooh, yeah, I guess. Oh, Nami? Ooh, that was close. Yeah, he gave up on Robin because stopping the transmission is more important right now. Hmm. But he was naive. After all, he was working for the world government. I did not expect it to be purple, but still looks cool. Mm. You know, the art there with like the machine holding the mother flame, that looked really good. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, emu. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is such an interesting moment. So, shoo shoo. Oh. Mm. Oh, I forgot that Stella actually mentioned Nika by name. Oh, here we go. Yes! Joy was the first pirate. Da, 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 da. No way. It's just halfway. Okay, I was about to say. So, wow, wait a minute. We're doing more than one chapter. That's where the chapter ends. One, this is really rare. Because of Odin's journal, right? That Yamato gave him? I'm surprised he wouldn't know more. Unless that's not on the journal. Oh. The freaking fake Straw Hats are now the fake kid pirates. I can't. Indeed. Yes. That line feels so. Are we the bad guys? The Alliance. Yeah, that's. I'm so curious about that. Definitely. The Foxy Pirates? Forgot. They had like an appearance here. I forgot how. Oh, right, Edison. Yeah. Oh wait, never mind. Maybe I'm misremembering, and it's not more than one chapter. I remember this when I was skimming through it. Oh, well, it looks so cool from a distance. Okay. Maybe they reorganized the ending part of the chapter. I really want to check. No, not and I. I feel so good. So go no boys and girls. So go no boys and girls. Run, 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 run. Mo ikai. Mo iyo. Stage there. No way. Oh, preview. Nah. Wait a minute. Oh, go. Yeah, so I'm checking right now, and it looks like they did do a few pages of the next chapter. So this episode ends on the penultimate, and they also did some reordering. It ends on like the penultimate page of 11:14. But the way that chapter ends, that's the one that has Vegapunk revealing that Joey was the first person to be called a pirate. And then the last page from next chapter 11:15 that it's adapted in the episode is Vegapunk saying, even I, a humble genius, cannot replicate them, and therein lies the problem. So yeah, interesting way to adapt this part here. But I don't really mind. Though I think it definitely, like the way that they decided to end the episode is, it definitely doesn't feel as suspenseful or as more of as much of a jaw drop as having it end with Vegapunk revealing that Joy Boy is the first pirate. But I guess they would have to be more reordering if they wanted to end it like that, and still include the pages from 11:15. But yeah, I don't mind. And it makes sense that they did more than one chapter, since 1114 was only like 13 pages. So yeah, interesting. And I think I remember. Okay, so from last episode, Stella says like, I'm not going to make assumptions and say that the people who killed me, I think that's what he says, but I don't remember specific wording. But he says something along the lines of that. The people who kill me, I will not call them evil. Which is like, huh. But like I said, he could have been saying it not necessarily about killing him, but just about having won the conflict or war from 800 years ago. Because, how can you not call the current world government evil? So that's why I'm like, that's very interesting from a moral standpoint on Stella's point of view, but also like, I think it makes more sense if we see it from like, he's talking about it from like, the past, the very first 20 kings, as it's true that we don't really know what was going through their heads fighting Joy Boy's side. And when he said there's a void in history from that period of time, I was actually like trying to remember if like, is that something that's just a regular person in the One Piece world even knows? And then we see that not even, or at the very least we see that one celestial dragon does not know that there is a void century. Now it could be because they don't teach the celestial dragons their own history. It's just like, yeah, you're king, you're a god, you can do whatever you want, you don't need to know anything that came before this. Just, very basics. Or they do know, so for them, it would be confusing for it to be called a void century, because for them it's not a void. So I'm curious about that, but also like, I don't know. I like, what does Oda want to do with the celestial dragons, Because your regular celestial dragon is just, I feel very ignorant and dumb. Different from like the Gorosei or the Holy Knights. So yeah, I mean, we've seen one of them change, which was Musegard. So the possibility is there that we could have one or maybe a few celestial dragons actually change for the better if they're given the chance. But yeah, that could be really tricky. And yeah, then we have Orange Town. And that's when we have the girl saying, oh my god, I just noticed that the Dendemushi there has Shushu on the back. That's cute. Yeah, so the little girl says, 20 kings joined hands and created the world. Does that mean I know that? So yeah, it seems like pretty much what everyone is taught is that, like, I never took it literally that that's what people thought, but it seems to be the case. That the 20, like, there literally was not a world. It seems like people really believe that the 20 kings literally created the planet that the One Piece characters live on. So that's crazy. No wonder they would really see celestial dragons as gods. I mean, there's obviously, you know, people who just won't, especially pirates. But yeah, that seems to be, you know, like the consensus. I still wonder if Robin could hear the broadcast with her like headphones, but I don't think so. But the way that she reacts when Stella says, I studied books that some brilliant archaeologists preserved through sheer tenacity, that makes me think she can hear it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, also that one Marine who I said, like, it makes me think of that meme, are we the bad guys? It is interesting to see that the regular Marines are starting to question their own role in the world. Not everyone, but just enough for some of them to be like, maybe what we're doing right now with this Buster Call is not justice. But then the other one right next to him, like, he just basically shuts it down or shuts it off. And he's like, well, I mean, if Joy Boy was a pirate, then surely not. He could not have been a good guy. Just keep on drinking the Kool-Aid. Oh, here. Call it a clash of ideologies rather than a matter of good and evil. And this, I'm just like, I wonder how much deep all that would go in regards to, like, you know, was Joy Boy like morally gray in some way? Because I have a hard time calling Luffy morally gray. Like, is there an actual argument to be made that maybe the Alliance, or at least some of the people in the Alliance, had a good reason to be fighting against Joy Boy's side? Or maybe it wasn't that Joy Boy was morally gray, but some of the people in his side were making things not so black and white, you know? And what if the original goal of the Alliance was good in nature, but the methods that they were willing to use to achieve it were too cruel? I don't know, I just know that a void century flashback is gonna be generational. And I wonder how much the background of like the civilization that was unbelievably advanced, and that's where Joy Boy grew up in, like how much is that gonna matter in regards to his characterization and the reasons he went to war against the Alliance, because we don't know what the cause was for the war. And yeah, we do know that Joy Boy's side was, very, let's say, extremely strong. And let's assume that Emmett was not the only giant robot on his side. So it seems intimidating, but that's thinking of the Straw Hats and all the allies and how strong they themselves are. Yeah, sure, they could destroy the world, but they would never want to. So maybe, it's something like that. Like maybe just because Joy Boy had allies or friends that could be used for evil, the Alliance thought that he could have too much power and he'd end up using that power to go and wipe them out from existence. So it was a thing of let's take him out before he takes us out. But it was never like that. I don't know, but it's interesting to think about it. Also, I definitely did not forget the very, very first scene in the episode. I'm looking at this. Yeah, no. It was not in the chapter, so... But it's gotta be inspired by the title of the chapter, The Wings of Icarus. Wings? And obviously we can't see, how the person who's falling actually looks like, because it's from very far. My first thought was Lunarian, but pretty sure all Lunarians have black wings. So that's not it. Unless this is just supposed to be metaphorical. Like this is meant to be Joy Boy? But since we have people with actual wings in the story, maybe it's not. I don't know, I'm so stumped. They're falling from the sky, even above the clouds. And then they fall on the ocean, and we see feathers all around as they keep on falling further. And then that's when we get the title, Joy Boy the First Pirate. Maybe this is alluding to Joy Boy. I think it is meant to be more metaphorical than literal. He flew too close to the sun. He got burnt, and so he died without accomplishing his dream. I have to think about this one more. But yeah, really interesting stuff this episode, and just things that I've been wanting to talk about more, and this refresher definitely helped. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.